Good morning! Italians are not well known for being such a big potato eaters, so when they took this tuber from the ground, they asked each other.
Anthony, and now what can we do with these?
And Anthony said,
And make a pasta, of course!
so this is how gnocchi were born. For two abundant portion of gnocchi, boil 4 potatoes or about 500 grams in salty water for about 40 minutes. Check the cooking point with a knife and then take it out. So now, take a seat. We have to peel them and they're gonna be hot. Hot potatoes, hot potatoes, hot potatoes, hot potatoes. They have burn, man. It should be easy to peel the skin off, but you would like to say the F word so much because of the pain of your hands. Then, if you're smarter than me, cut your potatoes in half at the beginning, trust me. Now we have to mash the potatoes. The right thing to do should be to use a masher, but if you are like me and you don't have one, guess what? Use a grater! Apparently I found a way to use it for any recipe. So grate your potatoes finally, and then add some nutmeg just for the flavor if you want, and some salt of course. Mix it a bit and then add the first 150 grams of flour on the potatoes. Start to incorporate it mixing gently. Then make a hole in the middle and add a beaten egg. Now start to knead the whole thing. In the gnocchi recipe the egg is not obligatory, but makes easier to keep all together, so why not? Continue adding the rest of the flour and always knead gently, but not too much, for a few times. The amount of flour that you need to add depends mostly on the kind of the potatoes that you're using. I had to use about 250 grams in total of flour until I got a dry potato dough like this. At this point, take a piece of the dough and roll it out like it's a big worm, about half-inch thick.
It's like being child again.
Then cut the whole thing into 1-inch pieces. I made 2 worms at once, so it's faster. Help yourself with some flour so they don't stick. Repeat the process again with all your dough, and you feel like a professional gnocchi maker. Like an Italian grandma. Now we have to transform this undefined piece of patata dough in this authentic gnocco, just using this noble tool, that fork. It's a thumb job. Slide your pre-gnocco on the side of the fork, using your thumb like this. Look again, the gnocco must slide, it must have fun, and its transformation is complete. Now you really have to act like an authentic Italian grandma, like if you have to feed your whole family and the entire neighborhood. Your only purpose is to make gnocchi.
I have to make a gnocchi.
Spread some semolina flour on top, or standard flour if you don't have it, so that they don't stick, and then put all the gnocchi in the fridge. Since this recipe comes from Sorrento near Napoli, to make our sauce we are going to use fresh San Marzano pelati tomatoes. Now I'm going to show you a cooking technique to make pelati starting from fresh tomatoes. You just need a special spatula and say "Simsalabim el tomatin became pelatin." Amazing! It always works! Now, if you like sport, throw a garlic clove into a pan and let it cook on a medium flame with a little olive oil. When it turns brownish, take it out and add the tomato pelati. Adjust with salt and mash the tomatoes with a fork while cooking. One of the main ingredients of this recipe is the basil. Get it fresh and add plenty to the sauce. Don't cut the basil with a knife. Mix everything and let it cook. So we can prepare the pot to cook our gnocchi. Pick a big one, use enough water and add salt. Everything is ready to make this classic dish from sunny southern Italy. Oh yes, Italy, where the sun is always shining, where it's been raining for a week. 2020, huh? The water is boiling and the gnocchi are ready to take a bath. Don't put all of them at once. Give them the space that they deserve. Usually they need to cook for about 3 minutes, but when the gnocchi comes up and start to float, that means that they are ready. Take them out immediately and put them into the pan with the sauce. No flame underneath. Put the rest of the gnocchi to cook in the water, and meanwhile you can stir the other gnocchi with the sauce and let yourself be tempted. I'm so tempted. It's already good like this, but this is just gnocchi and tomato sauce. To make gnocchi alla sorrentina, I'm gonna use 2 small ceramic pots, 1 per serving size. Cover the bottom of each pot with a spoonful of gnocchi. Then take a fresh mozzarella fior di latte and using just your hand, put some pieces on top of the gnocchi. And now a good sprinkle of Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. This was the first layer. Repeat with the gnocchi, the mozzarella and the Parmigiano. Be generous with all the ingredients. This is a Napoli dish, ready to go into the oven. Ready for takeoff. The result is out of this world. Now my favorite part, the tasting. I have to say, this dish is as Italian as they come, except for the potato. That is not the most stereotypical Italian product. Look at this stringy mozzarella. So good. Exactly what I wanted. Not only for the flavor, but also for the consistency of the gnocchi. They kept their shape and they don't give you that feeling of chewing a gum. They are so good. You have to try them yourself to believe it. Now, my wife is starting to look at me badly because she wants to eat her gnocchi that are over there. So, guys, see you next week, I guess, with another Italian dish. Don't forget to subscribe and try this dish at home. Bye!